Hello, I've just been for a walk down to Fleshick, down south, and I have picked a few spruce tips. So spruce tips are basically the little bits of growth that spat out the end of the tips of the spruce trees just now. They're usually in season mid-May, but obviously they're in season earlier. So basically look for spruce trees, and then the tips are like little bright green, soft paintbrush looking things almost. They taste super lemony, citrusy, sweet, acidic and like punchy. They're perfect for making spruce salt. So just whack it in a blender, spruce salt, spruce sugar, then spruce syrup, dry them out and make spruce powder for seasoning meats and fish dishes. The only thing I'd say is don't take so many from one tree, because obviously it's regrowth. Up to an extent it can help the tree grow if you take a little bit, but please don't take lots from one tree. So spruce tips. Hello, so I've just been for a big long walk in a large field. In season right now are something called ribwort plantains. So they are basically the little sticks with brown balls on top. They will just about to start have some flowers. Basically the leaves have ribs, hence the name ribwort plantain. See the picture? The tops taste just like a mushroom inside, which is insane. So you can pick all the heads, not all of the heads from the same area please. They can be like little battered mushrooms. You can dry them out to make a mushroom powder. At Versa we use that to season meat. And also the leaves of the ribwort plantain are really nice dried and for tea, and they're actually a natural antihistamine. So they're called ribwort plantains. They're in season just now and they are everywhere. They taste mushroomy and you can use all parts of the plant. Hello, so I've been for a walk down the beach today. You'll find these on any beach, more than likely. They're really in abundance at the moment. It's called a sea beet or sea spinach. So it's fundamentally a really succulent, salty leaf. They are waxy, thicker spinach looking leaves. They grow in little clumps, and you should pick just a few from each plant. They do really grow quite fast. And you can use these in salads. You can just saute them in a little bit of local butter in the pan, wilt them down with your fish or anything like that. I personally like to dehydrate them and make a powder from them because it's a really nice substitute and healthy substitute for salt, in my opinion. There's lots and lots of things you can do with sea beet, but I'd say the best thing is just to eat them raw. They're so delicious and salty and crunchy. So I spotted on a hedgerow out for a walk earlier something called flowering currant. It looks like it's started to dry up, which is the perfect time for picking it, because otherwise, please don't. They're too important for the bees. It's called flowering currant, and they are little clusters of pink drooping flowers off of a bush, a currant bush. The flowers, some people actually say they smell a little bit like cat pee, which is quite worrying. But when they're actually cooked and made into, for example, syrups and sugars, etc., they taste absolutely divine. It smells really botanically fresh and very sweet. So flowering currant cordial is the ideal thing to make from this. As they've already dried a little bit now, they've intensified their flavour. So you want to just steep them in some sugar solution, so just half sugar, half water, or honey if you want to be more sustainable. And then just the next day, give it a gentle simmer until it's reduced down to your consistency of a syrup, and then pass it through a sieve. And it is so nice with gin. Enjoy. Something right now that's really popular by the edge of a roadside is something called Jack by the Hedge, or garlic mustard. It's most popular by the side of a road, so if you want to try and identify it, check there first, but don't really pick from there. Look elsewhere to pick it, obviously due to pollution. So Jack by the hedge, or garlic mustard, is quite self-explanatory. It's super strong, garlicky and mustardy. All of the parts of the plants are edible. The leaves are super nice, chopped up finely through salads. You can make a paste from them to replace your mustard. Dried is a super nice seasoning. You can blitz it again with some salt. That makes a really, really nice punchy salt for seasoning stuff, especially beef. That's absolutely divine. It's also nice to dip little bits of raw veg, so like radishes or carrots, into this salt just to snack on through the summer. The flowers are super nice to decorate things with, and I have found quite a lot towards the Colby area, and they will be in season for another month. Enjoy your garlic mustard. Hello, so today just a quick note on wild garlic. The wild garlic at the minute is currently in flower and it's just about to end. So I just want to tell you what's coming next. So after the wild garlic has flowered, we then get what we call wild garlic capers. So they're the little buds after the flower, which are like little tiny green hard balls. These can be pickled, tossed through salads. They're really nice fermented, so by adding 2% salt and leaving it. They are super, super strong. So for me, this is the strongest part of the plant. All of the wild garlic plant is edible through each stage of its growth, but for me this is the most exciting, the wild garlic capers.